السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته يا اخوان، كيف حالكم؟ طمنوني عنكم، والله زمان عن القناة. حبيت اصور لكم فيديو هذا ما دام انه الايفون 15 ما شاء الله الكل مكيف عليه والكل بده يشتريه ويدفع فيه مبالغ يعني ضخمة. بنفرجيكم هذا هسه الفيديو. اشترى الايفون وايش سوى فيه، يعني اللي سواه ما حدا بيستوعب، يعني ايش بتهيأ له هذا البني ادم. مرحبا اخوان، انا قطع التسجيل ورجعت لكم مره ثانيه. نرجع لحكي انه هذا يعني اللي عمله بالايفون مش عارف ايش بتهيأ له، وخلينا نشوف.
Apple is using
انا دوت الصوت
titanium on their newest
واقدم
iPhone
لكم اياه.
15 Pro Max. Titanium is the coolest metal on the planet for many reasons. It's
هذا
biocompatible,
كسر
used
التلفون
for
رسمي،
creating
يعني ما
artificial
خلى
joints,
شيء.
repairing human
انا والله ما
bones,
حضرته كله بس اكيد انا بلش
not to
شفته بلش
mention build
يتخوث.
interstellar spacecraft and to construct
خلينا
robots
نقدمه.
that crawl other planets. And of course it's on my ring. My ring has
أيوة.
titanium that I reclaimed from a wheelchair. Titanium comes in quite a few different
من هون
Inside the brand new iPhone 15 Pro Max box, we find the phone itself. This blue titanium is almost
طلع
the same
واحلى.
shade as the blued titanium
انا
that
معي
I
هذا
made. Looking under the phone, this time
مكيف
we
عليه
find
الاكس.
there's no lightning cable. Instead, we have a brand new braided USB-C cable. I imagine the world will soon follow Apple's lead on this one, and we'll start seeing this port everywhere. Probably the closest thing we'll ever see to world peace. And honestly, the phone does feel good. About the same as any other rectangular phone, but the brushed titanium and the etched back glass do feel super cool. But the imitation blue shade is just
خلصت يلا. ايوه
glass. We normally see plastic screens scratched at level 2 or 3, glass at 5 or 6, and sapphire would be an 8 or 9. This dual ion exchange ceramic shield does still scratch at level 6 with deeper grooves at a level 7, but level 6 does appear to be quite a bit more flat than usual, and I do think Apple is onto something with this proprietary glass. The front selfie camera is tucked into the dynamic island and is protected by that same slab of glass. The earpiece is a razor-thin slit between the glass and the frame. No speaker grills to fall out or get dirty. Making our way over to the titanium. No speaker grills to fall out or get dirty. Making our way over to the titanium sides, Apple's using something called a PVD coating. In physical vapor deposition, it's a pretty wild method of applying an ultra-thin protective layer over the titanium. I don't know enough about PVD to talk about it in depth, but you know, it is scratchable. Exactly like the anodized aluminum. Everything except for this 5G antenna slot. For some reason this oval is just not scratching. I think they should make a whole phone out of whatever this stuff is. The power button is scratchable, however, and not removable, along with the top and entire left side. It took Apple 14 hours to apply this finish, and my jerry-rig knife 14 seconds to unapply the finish. The new action button is scratchable, and our USB-C port down near the bottom is an actual USB 3 with 10 gigabit transfer speeds. The regular iPhone 15 is just USB 2, and if you don't know what that means, you'll be just fine with either. The matte back glass, which every phone should have, does not scratch. The Apple logo in the center is the only thing that's smooth. One thing that Apple did change up quite a bit this year is with the cameras. We still get that gradual gradient built into the tinted glass that rises up to the camera plateau, and some of these camera upgrades we won't be able to see until the teardown, but Apple says these 3 lenses that we can see are actually 7. Gotta LOL a bit at that absolute stretch. Here at the bottom we have a 48 megapixel main camera, which apparently has a nanoscale coating on the lens to reduce glare. The coating luckily does not scratch off or fracture. The coolest camera is definitely the middle one, a 12 megapixel 5x tetra prism telephoto lens that redirects and reflects light 4 times before hitting a 3D sensor shift OIS stabilizer. If there's one reason to take apart the iPhone 15 Pro Max, it's to see what in the world that looks like from the inside. Then up top we have a 12 megapixel ultra wide. It's with iPhones were even born. Gotta honor your ancestors.
لا
Apple said during
دي
their
يحرق
event
الكاميرا شكله.
huge commendable move.
الشاشة.
And then in the same sentence, Apple said that the internal structure of the iPhone 15 Pro Max is made from 100% recycled aluminum, which immediately tells us two
والله
things.
تحملت
One,
حرارة.
it's nice to see that there's more than just the iPhone design that gets recycled every year. And two, the internal frame is not solid grade 5 titanium, only the exterior. This explains quite a bit. The iPhone 15 Pro Max has a 6.7-inch OLED display with 2000 nits of outdoor brightness
والله
and 120
الشاشة
Hz
تحمل
refresh
كثير.
rate, and lasts for
من
about
2000
infinity
شمعة
seconds
معدل
before having
تحديث
no
بعد.
reaction to my lighter. Nice
ولا
work,
كأنه
Apple.
صار.
We'll try out my big boy lighter in a second. It's time to see if the new blended aluminum 15 Pro Max.
كسر بلش الهم.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I did not see that one coming. You've been watching me durability test smartphones for about 11 years now, and most phones do not break. iPhones especially do not break.
كسر التلفون. طب ايش استفاد هسه؟
And that snap was abnormally quick. Kinda stunned. I'm not sure if it's because the grade 5 titanium frame has nearly 3 times more tensile strength than aluminum, or half the elasticity, but the glass did not like being pressed or flexed by my thumb. That's crazy. On the first bend, too. Internally, the phone itself is definitely $1 titanium iPhone 15 Pro Max. I would be extremely nervous right now. Anyway, I did not plan on that happening, but you gotta admit, the crack looks pretty cool.
تيتانيوم قيمة $1,000,000. ده $1,200,000. مليون قال.
Which means it's time for the big boy light.
أيوة قحاط.
PVD coating is
قحاط يا كبير.
blue, which would make any actual
برد
titanium frame very difficult to see. But if we sand it down and expose some bare titanium, we might be able to see if Apple's grade 5 reacts the same way as my grade 5. That's some pretty good looking brushed titanium. Still not sure why it takes Apple 14 hours. I'm using a MAP gas torch, which I think, along with burning my dust, is actually lighting some of the titanium dust on fire. You can see the sparks glow white as they sputter away from the phone. Now, the titanium itself could probably handle the heat, but the screen and the phone circuitry, not so much. The torch definitely accomplishes what my lighter could not, and if we look super close at the iPhone frame, we can see it start to change colors from the heat. Apple is indeed using real titanium.
ارتفعت الحرارة. أعطاه شرط الحرارة مرتفعة.
Ways of finding out. I think it's getting kind of hot. Now everyone knows the whole point of getting a new iPhone is so that everyone knows you have a new iPhone. Hiding it in a black plastic case would wholly and entirely defeat the purpose. Wow, side note, natural titanium is the move for sure. However, getting a transparent case to show off your phone is dangerous, since most clear cases are made of thermoplastic polyurethane, which when exposed to ultraviolet radiation undergoes the irreversible process of photooxidation. Sunlight makes clear cases turn yellow. So on the off chance you ever do go outside, you won't have a clear case anymore. Enter my channel sponsor dbrand. dbrand has inexplicably found a way to defeat the sun with their never yellowing, completely transparent ghost case. The best part is the keep your own phone from getting absolutely completely compatible with my teardown skin. You can keep your own phone from getting absolutely wrecked like mine with the link down in the description. Now, I pride myself on being extremely thorough, and I'd be amiss if we let this golden opportunity check the back glass the iPhone 15 Pro for similar structural deficiencies as its larger counterpart, with some very strong bends from the back. Nothing happens. Flipping the phone over to the front, again, nothing happens. The normal-sized iPhone 15 Pro survives and does not have the same fate as the Max. I'm curious to see how thin Apple's titanium layer actually is, and what grade it is. The iPhone 15 Pro Max teardown is going to be quite a bit more destructive than usual. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for watching. I'll see you around.
شايفين يا اخوان؟ كسر التلفون وحرقه. إذا بتحبوا فيديوهات زي هيك كمان يا ريت تكتبوا بالتعليقات، وإن شاء الله راح ننزل لكم كل شيء. بيس.